I'm going to talk about a $1,255 flat Social Security benefit for everyone in today's video. Does that sound appealing? I think we can all agree that it probably is for a lot of individuals, especially those who receive benefits that are less than this monthly total. Is a topic that's currently being debated, which is why I want to bring it up in this video, because we need to keep an eye on everything in relation to any changes that may be made to Social Security, because we don't know exactly what due to reform this program as of yet. But that's the main topic of the video. I've included all the information for you in this one, so let's dive right in. To begin with, we need to have a better understanding of why they're discussing all of these possible modifications to Social Security. You have been listening to me discuss all of these options, but ultimately, it all comes down to the insolvency issue. The various proposals, laws, packages, and concepts that are currently on the table to significantly alter Social Security. You've heard me discuss all of them in previous videos, but in this one, I'll focus on changing benefits, raising the full retirement age, raising taxes on higher income individuals, and making a ton of other adjustments to get rid of COLA. Once again in video, I would want to discuss a possible $1,255 flat Social Security payout for all individuals. Why are they bringing this up again? It all boils down to the impending bankruptcy, which we all know will happen in roughly 9 years, give or take a few. Everything is constantly changing since less and fewer people are working, so it all depends on how much money is coming in from Social Security payroll taxes and how much will be paid out in benefits to the beneficiaries each month, are in the workforce, and more and less money is paid in through Social Security payroll taxes. Additionally, the number of recipients is constantly fluctuating. 10,000 people become eligible for benefits on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. 10,000 new people apply for Social Security benefits every single day of the month. That's a crazy amount of people to qualify for benefits every single day, isn't it? 70,000 new applicants for benefits are accepted each week. That's a big number, right? Well, let's discuss the specifics of this immediately. Once again, I wanted to quickly convey the reason behind the abundance of ideas and recommendations we're seeing. I also wanted to emphasize that we don't know what steps they will take to alter Social Security, but as I've been saying for a while, change is coming. We know this for sure. If it doesn't go well, though, we're going to have a big issue on our hands and significant benefit reductions once more. We do not want to see what I've previously described in other videos, which is between 23 and 25%. Therefore, when we talk about Social Security reform and program adjustments, that's excellent news, and we want to see improvements to the program because if we don't worry about it just now, let's quickly go over the specifics of this. It will be a dreadful situation for everyone since benefits will be drastically reduced, but that will happen in roughly 9 years, give or take a little bit. $1,250 $5 per month monthly benefit for everyone, and the reasoning and thoughts behind it all boil down to one large figure that was recently modified, the federal poverty line. Allow me to clarify very quickly. The federal poverty limit is adjusted on a monthly basis. Due to a number of circumstances, it was adjusted higher by 5.51% a few years ago. Similarly, it was adjusted higher by 3.29% in 2024. Why? Well, it depends on a number of things, but you would expect that given inflation, it should have adjusted higher. However, that is precisely what they accomplished. As of right now, in 2024, the federal poverty level is $15,600 for the entire year, divided up into $1,255 monthly payments. These are some of the recommendations that are currently circulating, proposing that we should eliminate our Security benefits and provide everyone with benefits equal to the federal poverty line. This means that in 2024, each person will receive $1,255 per month, or $155,600 annually. To exist or multiply in order to, I should clarify that this is the idea that's working. As of right now, obviously, there are people receiving benefits of $250 per month, $300,350,375,400, $700,000, $3,000, and more dollars. Currently, the maximum benefit that an individual can obtain is greater than $4,800. Could you imagine receiving a check for $4,800 extra a month from Social Security? That's a pretty nice income. Can you envision receiving a check in your mailbox or via direct deposit from Social Security? Though some people are okay with that, it's a very small percentage of the total recipients. Imagine all the people who receive $4,000 each month, that's $3,500, $3,000, or $2,500, instead of just a handful of them. It's a lot of money. Some recommendations state that benefits should be leveled out to ensure that each person receives a guaranteed benefit. A minimum guaranteed monthly income of $1,255, the government poverty level. There are now numerous conversations around this. I've seen some that advocate raising benefits to a minimum of $1,255 per month for all recipients, meaning that the minimum benefit would be at least the federal poverty line. All right, I believe that would be beneficial, particularly for those who are attempting to squeak by on $600, $650, $700, and $400 a month. It just doesn't cut it anymore. Perhaps a few years ago, before this enormous inflation took hold of everything, we might have been able to make ends meet a little bit easier, but there's no prospect of that happening now. That's one version of the notion. Another that I've seen is simply a flattening out of benefits for everyone at the federal poverty level. Right now, there's really no way to try to survive on that little amount of money. So, essentially, changing Social Security from the current model, which pays benefits based on work history earnings averaged over 35 years, to a guaranteed basic income program. Again, there are many other factors, many of which I have discussed. Were already discussed in previous videos, but it all boils down to one very crucial acronym: Target Average Indexed Monthly Earnings, which is further adjusted for inflation. However, that's a whole different topic, so let's just stick with this general notion. Is essentially to restore a minimal benefit for all parties or to smooth out benefits for all parties. I am already aware that there is a minimum benefit in place, but it only applies to a certain group of recipients, and they are claiming to flatten benefits for once more. I think that proposal is sound because many people who are now below the federal poverty line are struggling to make ends meet. Either everyone at the federal poverty limit or at least raise benefits up to the federal poverty line for everybody below that threshold. And most likely, barely making ends meet right now on that wage without any other forms of support. Well, at least the federal poverty line would achieve that. It would instantly raise a huge number of people out of poverty, making it very tempting to politicians or anybody in office. Workplace. That would be appropriate, in my opinion. Do they want it to reflect poorly on them that, as you may know, 40 million Americans live in poverty? That's the current reality, which is, incidentally, a little above. This is the truth of what we're dealing with right now, the current state of the United States. Not horrible, right, or what I should say, but it's a hard situation. Of the 40 million people living in poverty, 10 million are seniors, and a couple million are people with disabilities. Claim is not favorable. I hope this helps, but I also want to keep you informed about what's going on here, so if you haven't already, please do yourself a tremendous favor and subscribe below for free. Distribute the video using social media with your friends, family, and below the movie, there is a share option. Please click it. If not, return to the channel to view the thousands of other videos in the video library, or those I've linked. In the below the description or at the top of the comment area, and until we speak again later, enjoy your day, be careful, and have a good one.